Alatrion's arrival is literally tomorrow, and I can't wait, and I'm excited. But it's got me been thinking, you know, with Alatrion coming in, and we got Frostfang Barioth coming in, I was like, well, what monsters should probably already be in Iceborne/World? So today we're doing the 10 monsters that I think should be in Monster Hunter World and Iceborne. But before we actually get into it, I just do want to say hello. I do stream on Twitch every Mondays and Thursdays around 7 o'clock US Central Time. Go check me out. Go follow me. Links will be down in the description below. But let's jump into the 10 monsters that should be in World/Iceborne. Before we jump with the first monster, I do want to say that this is my own personal preference and what I think would be the best in the game due to character models and all that stuff. And I'm going to be basing this list off of two things. First of all, attacks already in the game by many monsters, because a lot of monsters actually share the same attack patterns, or I shouldn't say patterns, but same attack moves. Two, the character model, or I should say the monster model in the game, because as you guys know, and if you don't know, back when Monster Hunter World was just releasing or something like that, there was a Legiacris that was tried to be implemented in the game, supposedly this is like a long time ago, and they couldn't figure it out, so there's that. So we're basing this off monster model, making it be super easy. But first of all, let's jump into the first monster that I think should be in Monster Hunter World/Iceborne. It is the drones. Velocidrome, Gendrome, Iodrome, Gaiadrome. The 4 drones. We need them. You've got Kuliaku, which is literally their monster model. All the attacks, the spits, and everything like that, the claw attacks, Kuliaku's all got, just add them in. It's super kind of simple. I mean, there's beginner monsters so people can learn, adds more weapons, adds cool armor, and there we go. Number 2. This one is a very group of monsters that already exist in the game. Variants and subspecies. They already have proven that variants and subspecies can already be in the game, so why don't they just add in the rest? Like the rest of, you know, Nargacugas or Tigrexes or the Elder Dragons. You know, there's like Kushala Daora and, you know, Kieran. Why? You know, that's my question. Why? I'm just asking for more content because I love this game. That's all I'm saying, okay? The third monster, now we're actually getting to actual like monsters that should be in the game, is Yainkaku. Come on, Garuga is already in the game. I need my chicken friend and the blue version of my chicken friend in the game. I loved beating that monster's face in with the hammer back in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, okay, and getting his armor as a beginner armor. It was great. I want to bring those memories back. I want to have all that fun. His character model is already in the game. I don't see why they can't just be like, poop, there's Yainkaku. Oh my gosh. The fourth set of monsters, this is 2 actually, because of the same model, is Blanganga and Kangalala. We have Rajang in my Iceborne, and he is the monkey version, so why not add Blanganga for the Hoarfrost Reach and Kangalala for the Ancient Forest? I don't know, maybe it's due to, you know, sizes or whatever, but you know, it just doesn't make much sense. You would add in, I know Rajang is a fan favorite and everybody loves the monkey on steroids, but also, you know, I would like to see the other monkeys come back in. The one monkey that was in 4U or 4, can't remember his name, Ketchawacha, I think he'd be a little bit harder to implement because he is a bit different. His character model is, he's literally a flying squirrel, it looks like, so could be a little bit harder. That's why he's not in this group right here. So the 5th monster, moving on, is Hypnocatrice. The character model, Puke, monster model, character model, same thing, is in the game. And the attacks that Kuliaku has of the jump board is literally right there. Then you also have the sleeping breath of death that he shoots out, or whatever, gas balls. Literally, Puke shoots out poison balls. I feel like it'd just be a little, put him in the game and then be like, oh my gosh, we changed it, look at there. And you can put in high rank and master rank and make it so like it's one of those things that adds more sleep weapons, it just adds more weapons, adds more armor that can look a little bit better. Because truth be told, Hypnocatrice's armor didn't look too bad, I don't think. I would have to refresh my memory, but you know, it wasn't too terrible. So like, yeah, The sixth monster that should be in World and Iceborne is Monoblos. Like, we got Diablos, Black Diablos. Where is Monoblos and the other Monoblos? I can't remember his subspecies or whatever. Where's he at? Did they just forget him? Did they forget about Monoblos? He was actually really cool. I enjoyed fighting him back in Free Me Night. And, you know, it's just kind of sad that he didn't come back. You know, it's just kind of sad to see. But it would be simple, put back in, put him in the Wildspire Waste with Diablos, and their turf war, I feel like maybe would go along with like Teostra and Lunastra's, either a combined one, or would be like, hey, yo bro, you're in my territory, you need to GTFO. Who knows? So moving on to the seventh monster, and this one everybody's hoping for in the next update, is Gore Magala. His character model is shared with the, or kind of, I would say it's most likely shared with Nargacuga and T-Rex and Barioths. Now, it could be a little bit different, a little bit harder. This one is a little bit iffy because, like, he does have more appendages. You know, the things sit on his shoulders like this, and then he's like, whoop-ah, whoop-ah. So you never know, right? It could be a little bit harder to implement, but I feel like adding Gore Magala into the game, it would be simple because the base model is there. They would just have to add a couple different things in. Now the moves and attacks would be a little bit different just because he's kind of got his own moveset besides for a tail whip and a claw attack like Nergigante, but that's about it. You know, he's kind of got his own thing going for him, which is cool, which is great. This is why we want more monsters in World and Iceborne. Okay, number 8 that I would love to see, and this one is a newer monster. We're not gonna, you know, go back to those older monsters. I mean, Gore Magala is new, so I can't really say much, but Zamtrios. Zamtrios's character model reminds me a lot of a like a more bulky, thicker Tigrex. He's got a charge attack at you. He's got a side swipe with his arms. You know, he's got a breath attack. You know, the going underground maybe could be a little bit controversial, but Diablos, you know, does that already. So I feel like he could be implemented very easily. Now, his big fat form is a bit different story. I gotta remember about that, but I do feel like it'd be kind of cool to see most of these monsters, if not all of them, in World and Iceborne with their, you know, power of the next generation or the generation that their consoles and PCs. So I feel like it'd be very, very cool. Moving on to the 9th monster. This one right here is a Gravios. If you guys remember Gravios, I was gonna add Basuros or Bass or whatever his name is, you know, the smaller version of Gravios, but I was like, you know, just bring Gravios in. He's really cool. He literally is the same size and same character model as the Radoban and the Uragan, mostly. You know, he's just fatter. And he's got a charge attack just like Diablos, and he's got a roly-poly attack just sideways. So, like, you know, if they can make Uragan and Radoban go this way, why couldn't they make him go this way, if that makes sense, you know? That's my thing. That, and like, personally, there's not a lot of beam attacks in this game, in my opinion, that I see, like back in the older Monster Hunter games that I remember. Like, and Gravios's beam attack was a really big, huge laser beam, basically. Now I could be wrong, there's a lot of beam attacks in the game, but off the top of my head, you know, besides for like all the Elder Dragons and the higher up monsters, like the common tier monsters, they don't really have a beam attack that's deadly. So moving on to the 10th and final monster that should be in World and Iceborne. Now this one is a long shot, okay, but bear with me here. My personal opinion is Gogmagmios, whatever his name is. I can't say it, so I'm not going to. Now, hear me out. First of all, we've already had Zoramagdros, which is a really big monster, and we've had Safi'jiiva and Kolv already in the game as a siege. So I feel like they could implement him as a siege monster, just like that before. That, and the size, they've already shown that they can go big and not go home, like Zoramagdros. His character model is kind of like a Zoramagdros, just a little bit, but also combine that with some attack moves from, like, say, you know, the appendages or long arms with like Nargacuga and Barioth and Tigrex. It could work out very well, in my opinion. This is my own opinion. I do want to stress that it is my opinion. like I was saying, guys, before I end off this video, and I was rudely interrupted because of a stomach problem, you know, just a little bit. But I do want to say that this is my own personal opinion of the monsters that I think should already be in World and Iceborne due to their monster models already currently in the game. Attacks would be easy to transfer over. I think I'm not a coder / developer, so yeah, but I do think that they would be easier than some of the other monsters to put into World and Iceborne instead of, you know, newer monsters. But I'm not saying that we don't like newer monsters, but I'm just saying, you know, kind of want them to be already. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm also going to be doing another video about the next Monster Hunter game because, as you guys know, with Iceborne, they said that it's going to be the last expansion. So after all the updates and stuff, what's next? Well, your boy here is gonna make a theory video about it and what I would like to see. But anyways, Alatreon. Before we end it, I want to say I'm gonna be uploading videos about Alatreon, gameplay, guide, breakdown Alatreon. So stay tuned for that. And before I leave, I just want to let you know one more time that I do stream on Twitch every Mondays and Thursdays. Link will be down in the description below. Make sure you like the video, comment down below which monsters you think should already be in World and Iceborne. I hope you guys all have a fantastic day today. Have fun hunting Alatreon tomorrow, and I will catch you guys in the next video. I'll see you later.